life skills that a child must start learning by the age of 10. But before we dive into that, let us first tell you what we at Bloom do. We aid the holistic development of children, inculcating required soft skills, aka life skills, from an early age. Because we believe that this seed of soft skills should be sown early for it to reap the desired fruits later on in life. Also, it becomes difficult to break the patterns later, so the orientation towards the right path is necessary from an early age. Childhood days, especially before the age of 10, are the best days to tune a child, because beyond that, our mental conditioning starts fixating, going along the whole way till adulthood. And it's difficult to mold in later life stages. The child's mind is evolving very quickly and is receptive to all external stimuli, with the majority of notions getting entrenched in its seed form by the age of 10. All in all, these are the most impressionable years, so we need to be particular about what conditioning we do for the child. Also, let's recognize the fact that as a parent, we have to change our own positions with time. Till the age of 2 or 3, we parents must nurture, maybe pamper and give lots of love to the child. Till the age of 8 or 9, we parents must focus on disciplining the child, and from 10 and beyond, we as parents must focus on becoming friends with the children. Below are 10 life skills whose seeds should be sown within the age of 10 for them to bloom later in life. First, social dealing skills. The child has so far been very protective and has all the backing of parents. But after 10, his independent journey would begin and get exposed to a lot of social dealings, be it with friends, neighbors, relatives, schoolmates, and other people around. So the notion of empathy and compassion, managing their ill feelings like envy, hate, self-doubt, comparisons, relationship building, managing conflicts, or for that matter, addressing bullies, etc. all come into play. Once they start learning, it would help them a lot as they grow and enter their youth. Second, negotiation skills. This skill is a must learn, since all our future is going to have a lot of negotiations. Negotiation is not just limited to bargaining, but has a broader meaning. We have to negotiate with circumstances, our relationships, dealing with others, and of course in commercial terms when we grow up. But the seeding of this shall begin pretty early. Making the child clear of basic do's and don'ts, making them aware of the key frameworks and fundamentals will shape their patterns and mindsets for good negotiations and make them ready to deal with the events smartly. A lot of adults are, to be honest, bad in this basic skill, just because no one exposed them to the fundamentals of negotiation in their childhood and their wrong patterns got fixated. Third, rationalizing their ill feelings. Children after 10 undergo a major psychological shift. Now they start receiving external stimuli vehemently. Hence, the comparisons start coming in mind, envy and jealousy starts erupting, hate notions build up, making one more negative. Anger and anxiety starts to rise. Self-doubts, a lot of mental voices, they start to become loud, which needs to be rationalized. A child must know the true cause-effect and should be able to recognize and sieve out the undesired thoughts which impact their mental health and pull them back from being their best versions. Fourth, teamwork. Teamwork isn't learned later on. It has to be learned well before. How we gel up with others, how we play with others, how we share our ideas, all shape our patterns. The notion of teamwork and exposing children to it helps them become more socially acceptable and also unleashes their true leadership abilities. Our lives nowadays are all connected, and the ability of a person to work effectively and efficiently with others helps oneself living a harmonious life. One can't go far alone, so teamwork is what benefits all. There are many key fundamentals to learn which make us a good team player along with an attractive human being, and these fundamentals should be taught to them from the very beginning. Fifth, listening skills. For all other personality development skills which are very important, like oratory skills, public speaking skills, writing skills, communication skills, etc., listening skills is the foundation. We often see around people react without understanding properly, whereas listening skills mean the ability of one to interpret rightly, listen patiently, listen empathetically, understand the gist, break any preconceived notions, not to make rigid judgments, analyze the situation and arguments well, and then make any opinion. Good listening skills lead to good communication skills and hence good leadership skills. Unfortunately, this skill is lacking in majority of the adults who operate from biases and sometimes short temper, ending up worsening the whole circumstance. Why? Because this skill has to be regularly nurtured from an early age. A little awareness and hand-holding from early age will help a lot in developing the right habits down the line. 6. Adaptability skills. Those who don't change are left behind. Change is the only constant and hence adaptability skills are must. It allows us to maneuver our actions accordingly so that we don't get confined or locked in our own zone or cage. Being flexible and open to change as the time demands is necessary to flow smoothly. Right frameworks and diligent effort to shape the child's psychology towards this important trait, if begins from an early age, allows children to navigate any situation asking for adaptation pretty well. Also, during the childhood days, when changes around impact the child's behavior, during that time itself, it's desired to make them learn to adapt so that they benefit during their later ages. Because when they grow up, they will realize how things are ever so changing and time sometimes not going as they wished. 7. Boldness skills. World favors the bold. That's the norm. Otherwise, we would get suppressed or maybe exploited, and boldness does not always mean being aggressive or combative. It has a lot to do with our psyche and our attitude. Dealing with failures, facing the challenges, courage and perseverance all build our mental attitude so strong that we don't get anxious or give up easily. And these skills should be taught to them during their childhood for them to develop the right thought process and attitude. Life will throw many challenges where we need to hold our own ground well. So, we do need that tinge of necessary boldness skills. And these skills allow us to be well prepared mentally and navigate such testing situations efficiently. Behavioral skills. Skills like ability to say no, managing critical feedback, handling pressure, pitching or convincing skills, learning and grasping skills, taking a stand, getting the work done, etc. go a long way along in our careers and professional journeys. And none of these can get efficiently acquired in later stages, or if at all one acquires them later, it already has taken away many crucial years before realizing the importance of these. In the immediate run as well, child has to navigate many intricate circumstances and has to muddle through them smartly, so it becomes imperative to inculcate these fundamental behavioral skills from an early age. 9th, critical thinking and reasoning skills. What is grey area thinking and what is black and white thinking? This skill is not even applied or learnt by adults. Why? No awareness about it in their childhood. The result of which, rigid perspectives get formed and less scope is left to look at the larger truth impacting the own interpersonal relationships and scenario understanding. Children are the one who are the most prone to black or white thinking, which may prove harmful to them in the long run. Whereas in reality, there is nothing black or white and there is a lot of grey area in between, which if ignored will not help us deal with the circumstances well. Shaping the thinking to the right thinking is must-learn skill, and that should begin from an early age. 10th and last, ethics. Ethics are a key differentiator in our conduct. Without ethics, our value gets diminished, but at the same time, one can't afford to be a nerd. So balancing smartly and navigating as per the need of the hour, and at the same time, sticking to our ethics and value system is an art, which if learned helps us get distinguished from the rest without becoming an outlier. Ethics are a very important part of our life and shape our conduct and value system. And the foundation is learned not in the adulthood, but from childhood. So these were the top 10 master skills or major skills that children should be introduced to below the age of 10. There are other sets of skills as well, like money management, time management, etc. But these are the functions or extensions of these 10 fundamental skills covered in this video earlier. So, if you feel that other soft skills, aka life skills, should also be introduced to the children early on, do comment below and let us know your thoughts. Also subscribe to our channel and do follow us on our social media handles, links of which are there in the description box below, and stay updated with all the amazing content that we would be sharing regularly. Children are impressionable, so it's us who have to make them clear about these foundational life skills. As they grow, this awareness and understanding would only increase, allowing them to become their best selves and bloom into a much better personality down the line, shaping their futures for the better. Bloom, ready for life.